Sean your person?
I wouldn't call Sean my person.
Polyfamily, season 1, episode 3 recap, part 2, and her and Sean don't seem close at all, and she has to, they switch every other night and sleep in, the other beds, and, can you imagine having to lay down next to someone that you're, living with? It's okay if you're dating and it's not your person, right? You aren't there yet, but you are straight living, children, oh my gosh, so uncomfortable. He's not her person, but he treats the person who she considers her person in a really strange way, which we're gonna go into, not to mention their 2 kids that they had before this situation. He's gonna bring up the grounding with the daughter again, which has given everyone a pretty similar level of the heebie-jeebies with not letting her speak to her family. Anywho, we went into that a lot in the last part. They're just not close, that sort of thing. Now, I know what you're thinking is the Sister Wives recaps. I actually have that recorded, but I promised you this one first. So if you would like that posted tonight, usually I don't post twice in one day, but if you would, leave it in the comments and we can do that. However, back to this. There's a conversation wherein his sister comes in, which she is a very lovely person, does lives on here and has spoken about some of that stuff that's going on, and hits him with the reality that we again spoke about, that this man is the father on most of those birth certificates. So even if this man is biologically the father, if they broke up, those kids would initially go with Sean and Taya, pending paternity test, legal battle, that whole thing. They're gearing up for Taya's 29th birthday, and they're going to go in something called a yacht tub, which is basically a yacht, which we're really stretching the definition of a yacht for that. I'm just going to throw that out there. But they're going to go do this 29th birthday thing, and Alicia's feeling disconnected from Sean because when Sean found out about the whole blood type thing, yes, we're going to have to go back into that because the guy's finally talk. He didn't tell her. He started texting Taya, so she was like, are we really even a thing? We skipped to a scene in the yacht tub that I found to be very uncomfortable to watch because, just to remind us on the dynamics, these 2 used to snuggle but do not any longer. Alicia does identify as straight. Taya is pan. These 2 don't even like each other, so there's not anything going on there, and both women are in what they say relationships with the dudes, even though, again, the previous issue.
Stop it. Stop it. Oh, happy birthday.
Oh my God. Oh God.
Your love is freaking Alicia out.
Happy birthday. Oh.
You left her hanging on her birthday?
Okay, fine. No, I don't want it. Okay. Whatever. I love girls a lot more when I'm drinking.
Oh. She says with alcohol in hand.
Oh my gosh.
No means no. And if you know someone is not interested in that type of interaction with you, to do that, especially with the added pressure. And people always say, oh, well, I don't know what that looks like. How could you just pressure somebody? That. Well, you have a drink in your hand. There's cameras there. Everybody else is doing it. She says no, then starts getting razzed a little bit for that. At that point, you're probably going to do it just to get everybody off your back. And that is not cool. That's another part where this little quad confuses me. So many people are unfulfilled. So many people are uncomfortable because Taya says, she's like, I do want to have a relationship with a woman, but that's not going to be Alicia and their clothes. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. The emotional intelligence peanut comes back into play. So Sean is still being kind of iffy with Tyler. They're projecting.
Just like a nonchalant text is it just feels real crappy. I don't know. It's just like, I just want to reach for the phone and be like, what's your problem? Are you not thinking about it?
The way you're talking to me right now, it brings back everything else. We have these parenting conflicts. Dude, you don't need to parent me. I don't need that. We're grown men. Let's figure this out.
Yeah, but maybe if I was parenting you, that would have happened.
Back to the blood type thing, and Sean is clearly projecting because he feels like Tyler did that on purpose. I don't know if he did or not, but it really doesn't seem like he even thought about it. But I feel like Sean would have done something like that, so that's why he's doing that, but that's just my own personal perception.
Finding out that it's not biologically mine, you took something away from me.
Finding out if it is not the baby that's already born, that you are very clear on what it. Okay.
I mean, we have issues with already parenting Raina that we haven't even talked about, and now this whole thing. How am I not supposed to think this malicious?
How am I not supposed to think that when you're being malicious? When I get home and I just want to hang out with the kids for a minute, and I can't even get that without getting on.
I feel like we have agreements, and because you want to see the kids, it's like, okay, those agreements don't really matter to me because I work so many hours like that, and you come home and it's like, I want to see the kids, even though she's grounded and she's got to get done with her stuff and get back downstairs. That's how I feel. It feels like I have to parent you in that moment.
So what Sean is doing is he's setting up a system with the grounding wherein the children are effectively completely shunned, and Tyler's like, no, we should still probably talk to them to make sure they know they're included in the family and that we still care about them even if they've done something wrong, which Sean is not for. And again, a lot of people have a really big problem with this, especially given his very sketchy history. But, and this is a big but, this one is letting that happen to his kid. That's what you need to understand is I know we always want to like heap it on this. They invited this man into their home and they are aware of everything that we're aware of. So let's just like kind of keep that in focus because there is culpability to be had everywhere.
Knowing that Tyler has said things on purpose to hurt my feelings and threatening to take the kids away and threatening to end the relationship and all that stuff. When the text message like this happens or we have a disagreement about parenting, it just kind of, my brain goes back there immediately because I don't have a lot of power in this situation when it comes to the kids.
True.
I mean, right now I'm down to 2 that might be mine. So if it were to hit the fan, like I know that for sure 3 kids could be taken away from me, maybe all of them. And so that's just really scary.
Let's talk about why that's not really true. Because, of course, yeah, they probably did say things to hurt each other's feelings. They're still doing it. They're doing it on the show. But the reality of it is they shouldn't be raising kids together. They shouldn't be living together. And this whole situation is a whole lot of toxic. But he's actually on quite a few of the birth certificates, like I said before. This one would actually have to fight for his rights were something like that to happen. This hyperfixation and the way that he's behaving, given his past, was this the only way he could get a hold of more children, as if they got into this situation, moved into somebody else's house? I don't know, but it's not giving any good, warm feelings at all. Now, with all of this, he is big mad. That man is in his feelings, and Tyler actually makes a good suggestion for them to be able to move forward better, and Sean's response to that it tells you everything you need to know. These people gotta go, get your kids, keep them safe, you know?
And I think we owe it to each other and our family to try to be closer and have a better understanding of each other to do this.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what we need to do. It's like, I mean, what do you want to do? You want to see plays on the weekend, like together, like hold hands, or you like that's probably not going to happen, right? Like, so we just need to. I mean, it'll work out or it won't work out. Like, we're going to do our best, but we have other partners, we have other kids. Our relationship's not going to ever come first. So it just, it is what it is.
You're so worried and you want to keep your family together, and this relationship is causing a lot of problems, especially your attitude. So yeah, if you guys need to go to plays and hold hands, if that's what it takes to be friends so that you can raise your family together, yeah, like I think pretty much anyone would have that expectation. But no, it's not. That's not cool. That's girly and goofy and oh my god. That was season 1, episode 3. I think a lot of that spoke for itself. We're going to start going into Sister Wives tomorrow, not to mention their air dates got moved up. There's going to be 2 parts coming out tomorrow for this show, and that's going to be the end of this season. So let's all cross our fingers for a cancellation, and I hope you have a good day.